Did you know that robot cleaners can climb or do this? And even this? I've been testing Roborock's new flagship, the Saros 20, for the past 2 weeks, and in today's video I'll tell you what's genuinely new, what actually matters in daily use, and what the limits are. Hey, it's me, Martijn, and I test gadgets that are smart and battery powered so you don't waste your money or time. And today we'll be looking at the Roborock Saros 20, which Roborock positions as their latest annual flagship robot cleaner. I've used it in a home setup with thresholds, cables, pretty challenging bar stools, a little young man like a copy of myself, and a lot of other stuff, so we can see how it performs in real life. So let's get started. Before diving into features, it's important to understand what Roborock is clearly trying to fix with the Saros 20. Most robot cleaners are already strong enough on paper, but in daily use, the real problems are getting stuck, poor navigation in clutter, and too much manual maintenance. The Saros 20 focuses heavily on mobility, moving through more types of home. Secondly, navigation, seeing and reacting better to real-life mess. And lastly, number 3, reducing how often you need to intervene. Let's start with the part that had the biggest day-to-day impact for me. So, Roborock calls this AdaptiLift Chassis 3.0, a liftable chassis that can handle double-layer thresholds up to 8.8 centimeters. But instead of throwing specs at you, let me share with you what it actually is to live with this robot for the last 2 weeks. This is exactly the part where I start paying attention. You know the drill. It approaches a threshold, tries it, backs up, tries again, and it either succeeds with a lot of hassle or not. And at the same time, you already start wondering, do I need to help it? With the Saros 20, that just didn't happen. In daily use, that meant something simple but very important to me. Fewer interruptions, fewer stock notifications, and more cleaning runs that actually finished without me doing anything. While it handles most obstacles very confidently, thin metal structures like this can still be a bit challenging. Now, mobility alone isn't enough, it also needs to understand what's actually around it. Roborock uses what they call their StarSight Autonomous 2.0 system, which basically promises, according to them, better mapping and obstacle recognition. And in short, it's based on 3D time-of-flight navigation, it can recognize over 300 different objects, and it can clean under furniture as low as 7.95 centimeters. Now, that all sounds nice, but here's what I noticed in practice. So first of all, it doesn't just avoid the big obvious objects. It also moves confidently in messy real-life rooms with cables, chair legs, and awkward layouts. Even throwing something right in front of it while cleaning doesn't really throw it off. It just recalculates and keeps moving in a very natural way instead of hesitating, stopping, or taking weird detours. I trust this one more than most to clean a room without me having to pre-tidy everything first, and honestly, that's a big deal for a normal home. Now let's suck. Roborock lists 36,000 PA of hyperforce suction, and it's combining it with a dual anti-tangle brush design, and yeah, it's a mouthful and big numbers. But after testing a lot of robots, I care way more about consistency than headline specs. So I paid a lot of attention to things like, does it pick up fine dust along edges? Secondly, does hair get wrapped around the brush? And lastly, does performance drop after a few runs or when the battery is below 50%? In short, the answer is yes. Especially on hardwood floors, it consistently pulled dust away from edges instead of leaving that thin line behind. Sand on the carpet though at the front door was a bit of a challenge. So as mentioned before, the Saros 20 is equipped with a dual anti-tangle brush, and I've noticed so far that the hair pickup is great, and at the same time the maintenance is noticeably easier. Less hair wrapped around the brush means less manual cleaning, and that directly improves day-to-day experience. If you have pets or a person with long hair in the house, this is one of those things you will appreciate pretty quickly. And lastly, I didn't notice a sudden drop-off halfway through a cleaning run, because I've seen some other robots that start strong and finish a bit lazy. This one doesn't. Mopping is one of those features where I always try to stay realistic.
Mop now product installed.
Personally, if I spill something, I'll just get a wet wipe and wipe it up right away. Any residue that's left is what I let the robot handle later that day or night. The Saros 20 uses dual spinning mops with an extending edge system. Now, that's something that we've seen before, but it's still one of those features that genuinely makes a difference. Because the mops reach closer to edges and baseboard, the floor stays fresh all the way to the sides, not just the middle of the room. In my testing, it did a very good job with leftover ketchup and coffee stains. The robot slightly overlaps its passes and therefore it leaves the floor looking evenly clean rather than patchy. What I also really like is how it behaves while mopping. It's smart enough to avoid dragging wet mops onto carpets, and it adapts its approach instead of blindly repeating the same pass. And that makes it feel more intentional and honestly, more intelligent. A robot cleaner only does its job well when the dog itself is smart and cleaning too. The new Robo Dog handles mop washing, drying and dust collection automatically. In real life, this translated to something very simple. Less manual cleanup, less daily interaction and more set it and forget it behavior. You will still refill the tanks and empty things occasionally, but far less often than with older robots I've used that got a water tank on board. And of course, everything comes together in the Roborock app. You can really or literally see this as the brain of your system. This is where the robot starts making smart decisions instead of just following commands. You've got, for example, automatic room mapping, schedules, no-go zones and smart routines. My advice, straightforward, run one clean first and then tweak it. Once it's dialed in, the Saros 20 becomes something you stop thinking about, which is exactly what a robot cleaner should be. The app is easy to use and fun to explore too. One of the things you guys sometimes ask in the comment section, what about my data and privacy, especially because this one has a camera and it collects a lot of data. Well, I've got good news, because the Saros 20 is certified for privacy and data protection, with its security independently verified by UL and given the highest rating. So you get all the smart features without having to worry how your data is being handled. After 2 weeks of using this robot cleaner, here's what stood out to me. Excellent threshold handling compared to most robots, though bar stools are a bit of a challenge. Confident navigation in cluttered spaces, some really strong hair performance with much less brush maintenance, and lastly a slim design that helps reach under more furniture. And of course there should also be a few things that you should keep in mind. You still have to do some manual work, like refilling the clean water tank and emptying the dirty water tank. And like any robot cleaner, you'll occasionally need to replace some consumables. Now, some quick practical information before we wrap things up. The latest flagship from Roborock officially launches on February 26 via Amazon and major Dutch retailers like Coolblue and bol.com. Now, depending on where you buy it, you might see different bundle names like the Saros 20X or Saros 20Z. The core robot is exactly the same, only the included accessories differ. Now, if you want to know more information or check the current pricing, then visit the link in the video's description. Anyways, if you want to see all the robots that I've tested, then tap on the screen over here because we've reached the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and please consider subscribing. So I'll see you in the next one.